All right, here we go, guys. Here's today's daily debate. Saturday's hashtag UFC show starts early in North America. Do you like the rare early Saturday events like hashtag UFC Prague, or do you prefer your fights in a typical Saturday night slot? Here are your choices. Free up my Saturday night. Saturday night fights. Saturday night equals fights. Occasional day MMA is okay. Or GSP's retired. Who cares? Those.
As long as there isn't college football on a Saturday, I'm okay with it. But if it's going to interfere with that, then I'd rather just deal with the fights at night, and that's just my Saturday. But with it gone, it's kind of nice. Now you got your night, you can do whatever you want, right?
So you wouldn't be more the occasional guy, I guess.
Right.
And by occasion, you mean from September till December? No.
Don't do it.
Gotcha. How about you, Dan Tom?
Man, it's tough. As I've gotten older, I don't know if it's I'm getting older, I've watched so many fights, or I just watch so many fights throughout the week, I get a little numb, or I need to kind of ease into the day, because, like, you know, sometimes, you know, ACB or Cage Warriors, you'll wake up and they'll have their Saturday night playing for our Saturday, you know, morning, which is a little bit of a trick question there when we're trying to tackle this, right? And but it's apropos, because when that happens, guys, I feel like it's a little too early for me now. 8-year-old Dan Tom could wake up every Saturday morning to watch Wolverine fight Magneto, if you know what I'm saying, right?
I remember those days.
That's right. Shouts to the X-Men there. But it's not as palpable as a kid. Like I need as an adult, I need time to gear up into actual fist fights and violence. So Saturday nights is for fight night for me.
Nice. Both of you guys had really, really great answers. For me, I'll take it. You know, it not only does it interfere with, because I'm also thinking of like one championship and some other cards that have started early back in the day. Exactly, yeah. Shout out to those guys. They got their act together. But it can also interfere with a little bit of English Premier League as well as college football. But, you know, the magic of TiVo has me able to kind of like manipulate and dance around whatever I need to. So,
but don't you want to watch it live so you can tweet with everybody else?
Very true.
That's
live
part
events,
of the experience.
yeah.
But those cards are rare where you're like, oh my God, I got to catch Blachowicz and Maheta Santo.
But we say that now, but what ends up happening is when it does go down and you miss it, you go, what was I thinking? I think you just got to tackle them all.
If you give me one of those cards where I can't miss it, yeah, but I've yet to have it where I've had that problem. You know, I have the start and stop. I got my Roku, shout out to Mindra. You know, things like that. Between laptops and TVs, I can settle it. So it does free up my Saturday night. But I'm like you, Dan. I'm conditioned from my boxing days, watching boxing with our dad and having boxing fight nights to now MMA, that's just a night to enjoy combat sports, and I'm ready for it. And if I'm off, I'm off. Luckily, we live in a great city where Sunday night is just as popping as Friday night, Tuesday night. You know what I mean? And you can watch. You know, when a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, what's Rashad got to say next?" or whatever. No disrespect to those guys. I can watch that later.
Right.
But I can still hit the club or go out and drink or do whatever at 10 p.m. Now, the East Coasters have it different. It's 1 a.m. Oh, man, you're really messing up.
Yeah,
but Vegas, we got till 4 a.m.
Right?
We can drink all the time. So, Vegas, George, no problems, man. But SoCal, George, saw it a little bit different. You're a little bit more handcuffed there. But I'm closer to just free up my Saturday night from time to time.
I would say this, though. It just doesn't feel important when a big fight, a main event is happening at noon or 1 p.m. It just doesn't have that feel of, like you said, all your boys are around, it's nighttime,
That's true.
Been drinking all day. It almost makes you feel like it's not important, even though that's not what they're trying to do here. But I have that little bit of that feeling, you know?
Yeah, there's not a lot of foreplay in fight sports, guys. It's easier to get geared up. For example, even back in the NBA days when I watched NBA, you'd have those long runs. You'd have a couple games, and even in the first game, you kind of get geared up. You know, you don't have to be at the live event, but it's something about a sports or arena game that kind of warms you in gradually. Whereas fights, there's something about it. You skip right to the good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But here's how it broke up, guys. Here's how it broke down, I should say. Occasional day of MMA is okay. Was 34%.
Okay.
The voting was real close. 29% said Saturday nights equals fights. So those are the hardcores that just don't want anything to mess up their Saturday nights. 20% said free up my Saturday night. Those are the ones that want to go out and prance around the town. And then there was 17% that are just so consumed by GSP's retirement that they didn't care to answer.
Yeah, there you go.
So thank you to everybody that voted. We appreciate it. And that's the daily debate for today. All right.